Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's your boy Frag Favre here. It is a Monday, so that means we are covering a brand new Warzone spots video. The area of the map that I'm going to be going over today is Boneyard, aka Scrapyard is in there as well. So sit back, relax, get a notepad out, and let's get into it. All right, so starting off on the bottom section of Boneyard here, you can actually get on the rooftop of these buildings. All you have to do is just mantle the barrels and the rooftop I showed there. You could jump through the windows here. You can even jump on this truck in front of me, and you can then jump on the building from there. So you don't have to go straight in the building and up the stairs. You can actually jump and mantle objects to get on the top of that building as well. Moving further along here on this blue plane right in front of me, you can actually just run straight up it. If you face the crease of the nose, you can just run straight on top of this plane here, and then you can start just running across all of the planes and the crates to get around. A little bit ahead of that is a crease in between two planes as well. You can get on top of that panel, and you can run across that way as well. You can continue to jump across too, and just keep running across the top of the planes also. Moving further through the graveyard here, if you get on this box, you can actually jump and mantle towards the nose of this plane here. From there, you can even mantle the turbine, and then you can get on the very top of the plane as well. You'll see here throughout the video that this is a pretty common occurrence on most of the map. Now, a little bit ahead of that on the red planes here, if you keep running through, there is a section here where you can actually mantle this in front of you, and if you do a 180, you can then get behind you and run on top of the planes here as well. From there, you can even run all the way across, and you can jump on the turbines, the truck, and then you can even jump across to the other plane as well if you're really trying to change positions really quickly. And the main theme of the Boneyard here is pretty much that you can mantle the turbines. So you want to go for mantling the turbines if you're trying to get on top of a plane. See how I face it straight up, and then you can run all the way up the tail of the plane, and you can actually get on the top of the plane here. Now on the purple plane, the only one you can mantle is this turbine here on my right that I'm facing. From there, you can get on top. You cannot do it from the left. You can only do it from the right side of the plane. Now, just on the side of that purple plane here, there's this shed. The big thing to take away from this is that you can get in all of the windows here. And from this side, you can jump on the barrels and get on top of this ledge here, and you can actually have a perfect heady. So if people are inside of that building, you can just mantle the barrels and get on top there. You can, assassinate someone if they're going around on the side even. And approaching it from the other side also, you can get on top of this dumpster, jump and mantle, get on through the window there. And then there's also barrels on the side here to help you get into each window on the side of this building as well. Moving along here on the other side of Boneyard, there is a plane with its nose to the ground, which means that you can run straight up it. If you just follow that crease in the middle, you can just run straight across and mantle and get on top of that plane. Down here, there's not a lot you can do in Boneyard, but you can get up to Scrapyard in a pretty cool way. Instead of running your standard route, you can run along these pipes here if you want to. And then you can actually mantle up here and run across this skinny pipe, and you can jump through and get around in the scrapyard that way. Now we are on the side of Boneyard closest to storage here. All of these houses in front of me that you're going to see, I've tried every single way to get on top of it other than going through the stairs. You can only get on top of these two buildings through the staircases, which is just the way it is. I've tried. Unless you have a helicopter or you're flying in, that's the only way you're going to get through the rooftop, is just by going up these stairs here. It's a one way up, one way down sort of thing. I even tried popping Deady and running with my knife, and you can't make the jump across from building to building either. So you're going to have to take the stairs. That being said, there are a couple cool spots here with the ladder and this metal building. If you jump and climb up this ladder here in front of me, you don't have to sit on this normal awning. You can actually get on the rafter here in front of me. All you have to do is just jump, get on the yellow pole, and then you can crouch walk all the way across here. And you can, from here, get on these I-beams that are to my left and to my right. All you have to do is just get on this beam, and then you can jump again. Now we are finally on the scrapyard section of the map of Boneyard here. So where I land, this building in front of me is very similar to the one I showed you at the start, but the only way you can get on the roof here is if you run this way and mantle. From there, you can do the same thing. You can jump along the side here and get through the window. So if people are sitting on the top section here, you can run along, take this route, and then you can catch them by surprise. Inside of the middle section of Scrapyard, there's numerous ways you can get on top of the planes. I tend to just get on top of these barrels, and if you time the jump right, you won't need a mantle. You can just go straight on top of the plane here. Another thing you can do is get on this turbine and then you can hop on the plane here and you can just run along the top. Or if you want to, you can actually turn around, you can get on this white crate, jump on the box, and then you can just run right across, mantle, and then get on these planes as well. So as you can see here, this is exactly the same as the building I was in earlier where I showed you guys the rafter trick. But this spot is different in the sense of you can actually get in this building through the windows. You don't have to go up the ladder. There's a workaround here. So on the outside of the building, you can run on these boxes and you can jump on this pipe here. And when you get on top of this pipe, it took me a while here to get used to this. So you can't jump straight at it, but if you jump to the right, you can get on this panel here. From there, you can actually mantle and you can get on these side windows and have an angle on everything. But you'll see I jump back down here and I go further along the pipe. You can run along this. You cannot jump over this and mantle this, but you have to just use this little outlet to the left here. So you see I take this path to the left. You just go out a couple steps and then you're going to jump around. And from there, you can jump through this window and you can actually get on the awning that way. You don't have to go up the ladder. So the last spot inside of Scrapyard itself is getting on the helipad here. You can mantle that concrete wall in front of me and then mantle the helipad that way. It saves you a couple seconds and you aren't stuck in the ladder animation, which is really handy. The last spot I have here is on the very outside of Boneyard, is that instead of this little plane that people can hide inside, you can actually get on top of this plane and you have a pretty decent outlook. You can see in a train station. You can even see on the rooftops here of Scrapyard as well. I mean, you obviously are exposed because you're on top of a plane with no cover, but it is a cool option if that's something you're looking to utilize. Other than that, ladies and gents, that wraps it up for me on this section of the map in Warzone. I will be back next Monday with another Warzone Spots video. Until then, enjoy all the rest of my content for the week. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I'll be back soon. Peace out.